I'm assuming I'm live. Hello, you beautiful people. We've got Steve, Neil, and Art Lavelle, whatever. Jerry from A Happy Hoarder. And we've got Jason Rickoloff and Larry. I appreciate everybody taking the time to be here. Sorry we haven't been live in about a week. Uh, Usual depression crap, but what can you do? We are using one sheet, or one, in other words, we're not stack cutting, 1/4 inch sheet of maple ply, 22-inch Hegner, and we're using number five flat-ended spirals by Flying Dutchman, and I get them at the Wooden Teddy Bear. And if you want to get them at the Wooden Teddy Bear for 15% off, then all you got to do is go to the website, woodenteddybear.com, and go to the Flying Dutchman blades. And if you get 12 dozen, a gross is what 12 dozen is. If you get a gross or more, put my name Charles in the notes portion of the transaction. And if you get less than 12 dozen, less than a gross, you put my name Charles in the gift card / discount box. We're also sponsored by the new and improved Harnell Media, harnellmedia.com, revamped website, pretty in-depth explanation of what they're offering now, branding. I shouldn't have started trying to remember it all. Yeah, just a whole bunch of packages you can look into, all very affordable. Very good communicator, long work hours, and not just a 9-to-5er. And overall good feller. He tries to join every one of these live streams out there, but he can only join so many. But I appreciate everybody taking the time to be there. But y'all take a look at the ticker down there and take advantage of that. I don't know when it'll end, but why live on the edge? So there's that. And we are going to get started as soon as I can get sorted over here. Art says, by the way, I read comments out loud for a few reasons. Number one, the viewers are what make these live streams worth doing, so they deserve the acknowledgement. Number two, Facebook and YouTube do not see each other's comments, so I read them out loud. And number three, some people just listen to live streams rather than watch, so we want everybody to be in the loop. Art says, hey, Charles, our lumberyard sells 1/4-inch maple for $48, 4x8 sheet, and I just paid $66 a sheet for the same thing. Good to know, Art. But my guy delivers. I just got lucky on that, but yeah. But Art is in North Carolina, so there's that also. So yeah, it'd probably be a hefty little delivery fee, but that's good to know. $66 for me per sheet, so I can only afford 8 sheets of 4x8. We are streaming simultaneously on YouTube, which is Charles Deering Scroller, or you should just be able to find me under Charles Deering wearing a black cowboy hat and sunglasses pointing at you. You know, the whole scroll on thing. And on Facebook, my business page, we're streaming to as well. That's Charles Deering Wooden Visions. And my website is woodenvisions.com, which is where you can find this pattern. It's called Leopard Rolling Around on the website. There's a search bar on every page of the website, as well as a donate button if you so desire. Virtually every page on both of those. Hello, Jason. Alrighty then. Let me get a blade in here because that makes the whole scrolling thing go a little quicker. Using number 5 flat-ended. I knew I was forgetting something. I forgot to turn on my dust collection. I knew it was too quiet in here. I'll be right back because why be organized? Alrighty then. Sorry about that. Oy. Now, how you dress when you scroll does make a difference. Now, I don't always wear a swimsuit, but you got to have your shadely socks, you know? Hello, Jerry. Yeah, you just can't get a good cut going until you put on your shadely socks. Hello, Yeffy. So yeah, could have been worse, you know? So yeah, there's my shadely socks. I have 12 witnesses that I wore them. So, all right, let's get back. Let's get, let's get to the actual mature part of the. So if y'all missed that, I'll show them again at some point. But you know, most people are here for scrolling. Good to see you, Epic. Oh, sorry, I'm getting older. I'm starting to think I hurt my foot when I did that cartwheel. I was so anxious to get it over with. I don't remember if I hurt it or not, but it's been in pain ever since. So Steve Nealon, you were my witness to Shaylee that I showed the socks. I'm sure I'll do it again because that's how I roll. Now, let's figure out where we want to start scrolling next. Let's just pick a spot. There's a bunch to choose from. There you are, Shay. Did you see your socks, ma'am? If not, I will show them again since you're the reason I'm wearing them. Shay is Midnight Scroller. She does live streams as well. Actually, a lot of people do live streams. I can only, and it's not because some people are more important than others, but when people are scrolling in a live stream, I try not to overlap them anymore because that's counterproductive to scrolling in the community and the growth of other people's channels. And but I can't avoid every live stream out there, so I apologize for that because we're all trying to do our own thing. But okay, so this is what you missed, Shay. These are my magic socks. Midnight Scroller, that is Shay. These were made specially for me because I'm special like that. That's what my mommy told me anyway. But yeah, that's my Shay socks. And this is the foot I hurt when I did the cartwheel. Hurting right in there. I don't think it's broken because it's not discolored or anything. Yeah, so there's my magic socks. Now I'm done wearing Shaylee attire, unless she sends me something else and I actually like it. Hello, Jerry Brown. I'm not wearing the dang bathing suit, sir. Yes, I like my socks. They're a little thin, but so I couldn't pull them tight like I usually do, or you could have seen my bright white feet through them. But they're not. You get what you pay for, I reckon. Does anybody want me to start scrolling? Well, yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to help you out. I didn't get my Shaylee crown or t-shirt or anything else. But we got 13 people watching. They probably don't want to hear about me and my socks. They probably want to see me scroll. So now, this is my beverage of choice. I'm not scrolled by them. I'm not sponsored by them. But we're going to start out with a comment. Good Lord, Charles, get your stuff together. We're going to start out with a contest. And take in mind, if you wrote things down that didn't help you any, because I was on John's Scrollapalooza. So tell me how many minutes or how many hours and minutes I've been scrolling on this piece. And that person will win a single pattern of their choice from woodenvisions.com. After that, we will get started on scrolling, but I'm here by myself, so I got to write down the answers. if I can find something to write with. So all you have to do is give me one guess and tell me it's your final answer or final guess. And the person who is closest, even if it's over, to how many minutes or hours and minutes I've been working on this piece from the first cut till now, will win one single brief pattern from woodenvisions.com. We got 12 people answer, so we should have 12 answers. Mr. Steve Nealon says, if I can get this thing to write, says 52 minutes. All right, we got 12 people watching. 11 of y'all need to guess. You can win a free pattern. You don't have to pay for it, of your choice, from woodenvisions.com. Just tell me how many minutes or how many hours and minutes I've been working on this piece, and then we'll get started on scrolling. So if I ain't started yet, that's because nobody's guessing. Just saying. But we will guess. You weren't supposed to notice that, Steve. I didn't realize it was on. Well, I was writing on the fibrous side of the wood. That's why I was having issues. Don't bring logic into this, Steve. It makes me look ignorant. All right, Terry says, and everybody go with your gut. Says 1 hour, 7 minutes. And they do run out of lead if it's a mechanical pencil or the lead breaks. Just saying. So Steve Nealon and Jerry have voted, or whatever the word is. So we should have about 11 more guesses. We don't have to wait on all 11 of them. Just give me your answers as quickly as possible. The more people that give me their guess, the better the odds, or the, you know what I mean? Just freaking guess. Just like Shay, words are hard. So y'all, does anybody else want to guess? Because Steve Nealon isn't going to use his unless he does it on a laser. He's scared of a scrolling machine, just saying. We got 12 people watching on 2 different platforms. Surely somebody else wants to guess. Yappy says, I have a question off topic. I used to use IV Cam. Just a second, Doug. I have a question off topic. I used to use IV Cam on my Windows PC to use my iPhone as a webcam. Suddenly I have a problem with it, where it keeps asking for updating the app. Does anybody in the chat want to address that, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Holborn Productions, not Doug Morehouse, it's Doug Moore. Hello, sir.
He's still stuck in the Morehouse thing. No, I'm
No,
not. I'm Doug Morehouse. Hi.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to need to close that curtain back there. I can tell. You can find me right here on Charles Live and Holborn Productions on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Sometimes it's really difficult to get on anymore. So there you go.
All right. Much obliged for you being here. I'm just writing down answers as I see them.
I'm not caught up with what we're doing yet.
The usual contest thing.
Oh.
Okay. Where are we at? Happy Hoarder, already guessed. I have Steve Nealon, Jerry, Larry, and Shay. And Art says 235. For giggles, do you want to guess?
2 hours and 10 minutes.
Doug. 2 hours, 10 minutes. Robin just showed up. Robin, do you want to guess how many minutes or hours and minutes I've been working on this? Did I miss anybody? We have Steve Nealon, Jerry, Happy Hoarder, Larry, Shay, Art, and Doug. Hi, Robin. We're doing another guess, Robin, if you want to win a pattern. And then we will start scrolling here shortly.
There are absolutely no clouds out there today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any here either, but it's hotter than all get out. 1 hour, 35 minutes, says Robin. Okay, does anybody else want to guess and or change your answer? I already know who the winner is. Even if you're over. Yeah, I imagine most are, because I did some scrolling on John's Scrollapalooza. So
It says it's 87 degrees here with 42% humidity, so that's gone down, but it's hot for me.
it's 98 plus whatever the heat index
Index.
is. Yeah. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The winner is Jerry Happy Hoarder. She said 1 hour 7 minutes. We've been scrolling 1 hour 14 minutes.
All right, Jerry. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jerry. See what happens when you hang out for a little bit, if she's even still here. Because she has a live stream at 6:30. All right, I'm going to take a swig of my drink, and we're going to get to scrolling, because that's what most people are here for.
Hello, Art.
Yes, you were close, Robin, but Jerry won. See what happens when you just pop in for a little bit. You just never know what's going to happen. You could have won some Shea socks, but I'm not in charge of Shea socks, by the way, Doug.
Did you finally get those?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, they got her face all over them.
Could have been worse, I reckon, but yeah, these are my magic socks. So we're and I didn't have to pay for them. See, that's the joys of being an attention. You know what? I'm trying to go family friendly, so I didn't say that second word. So yeah, I'm sure I'll pop those out again more than once. But congratulations, Jerry. And by the way, let me share screens to let y'all know how to let me know what pattern you want if you ever win, like quite a few folks have. Okay, let's say we're going to use this pattern we're doing now. All you have to do is, now you don't want to go to the group of patterns, you want to go to the individual pattern you want. And I just need this number that's right after the Q and the P. I need that number right there. You can message me on Facebook or email me. I just need that number there. It doesn't have to be this particular pattern. That's just an example, but this is the design we're working on and what it will look like when we're done. Golly. And that website is done by Mr. Steve Nealon and with assistance from Shaylee Morehouse. Yes, I like my socks. I mean, I'm not going to wear it to like the strongman competition, but I like them overall. What was that, Doug?
Are you sure she's not a Moore?
I don't know. You're a Morehouse. She's a Moore. Everybody's a Morehouse and a Moore. By golly, let's take a drink and get started.
I'd like to be a Moore too.
Robin's trying to get your attention over there.
Robin, who, what, where?
Oops. Hey, I did it. I did my. It's been a while since we've stuck to our 18 minutes before we get started scrolling thing, and here we are. So I should probably get started and move everything out of my way here.
I can't start. I broke my saw.
Broke it again?
You know that clampy deal thing, the adapter. I split it right in the middle.
Googly moogly.
From putting too much pressure on it, it finally gave up and split right in the center. So I ordered some new ones. I'm just kind of waiting on them to get here.
I'm sorry that happened.
All right. I was almost done.
Dang it. I don't believe so. Not since it's been a while. This is the first live stream I've done other than John's Scrollapalooza since the 16th of June. I mean the 10th of June. Today is the 16th.
All right, so
by the way, the group scroll off.
That's
this Saturday. This coming Saturday, June 18th at noon Central. That's 11 Mountain and 1 Eastern. One thing we never nailed down is whose channel it's going to be on, so tentatively it's going to be on mine unless people say they'd rather have it on another channel. And I'm only speaking for that since nobody has responded as to where they want to see it.
I don't know. I think I'm going to try my next one, Larry. Larry said he was laying on another pattern. I'm saying I'm going to lay out my next one kind of like you do. I think see how that goes for me because this sticky paper to keep tape coming unstuck is really a pain.
I hear you. Now I hit the capacity of the saw, so I'm not going to be able to get every last bit of this cut until I angle the piece.
Oh, push harder; it'll bend in the middle.
Maybe. If I had the perimeter done, yeah. Thanks for being here, by the way, Doug.
You guys see that? See that over there? The puppies are escaping.
And I think they're getting away with it.
Well, that's not good. I have carpet; they can't escape. That's not good.
See, Doug brings those puppies so that people pay attention to them and not me. He knows they're cuter than I am.
We can't have it. No.
I am pretty cute, though. Just saying.
You can't be out here.
If you have a capacity of your saw problem, that's why you use spirals. Because I can angle the piece, and that's how I would get to the bottom of it.
Yep, I was doing all that. So I sent you two pictures. One, it was standing up. You can see where I was partially done. And then the next picture, you can see where I kind of did more, and that's where my saw broke.
I'm sorry to hear that. So far, Robin, we can do it on more than one channel, but nobody's really stepped up wanting to. So it'd be a little hard to see, but not impossible. That's going to be, what, 8 participants, 7 or 8? And the first group scroll off. So y'all, if y'all want to be in future scroll offs for group, I believe the group on Facebook is called Scroll Off Group for Contests. So if you look that up on Facebook, then make sure you answer the question so we know you're not spam. And there's that. Something wrong there, Doug?
Yeah, they're escaping over there.
Googly.
Yeah, well, that's not good because, now they're going to get out and potty everywhere that's not cleanupable.
Yeah. Some things just ain't cleanupable quickly. No more now.
Oh, I've been working on kennels outside, getting more kennels so we can send them out to the kennel.
In Texas, you wouldn't want to do that because it's a little warm, but yeah.
Well, the kennel itself has air, so they can go in and get out of the heat.
That's true.
He's got heat too, but they're husky breed. So what do? They sit outside in the snow.
Dang it, I reached the capacity again. I thought this one would reach. And I'm sorry it's been so long since I did a stream. I was a little on the low grade depression side. Unfortunately, that affected me.
I'm depressed too. There's only one of me. I need like 5 or 6 of them.
There's 2 of me. If you ask the masses, I have a twin brother. That's the joke behind that. We got 15 people watching. If you have any comments or questions, don't be shy. That's how we all learn. And if you're just joining in, Harneal Media has revamped the website. Give you pricing for different packages, branding, and amount of work they do and amount of work you do. Very, very affordable. And if I say it's affordable, take it to the bank because I'm a broke feller. Go ahead, Doug. I heard you getting ready to talk, I think.
Nope, I did not.
All right, and I was just teasing.
You was imagining it. Figment.
Thank you, Larry. Yeah, if y'all want to hit that thumbs up, it wouldn't bother me at all, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. And if you're not subscribed, I hope you consider it.
All right. I got your thumbs up.
I've
All
heard
right.
that term
Larry
before.
said he hit the thumbs up.
Thank you. I got your thumbs
I
up.
have no idea.
Thanks.
I
That's
did.
what
I
I
gave you a
took.
thumbs up.
I know. I thought it was funny the way you worded it because some people would say it otherwise. All right. I feel like I
How's
need
your
to.
thumb?
All right. I really got to get my new camera cranes up. I'm sick of wrestling with this one. But is that road to heck is paved with good intentions. Yes, I said heck because we're trying really hard to be G-rated around these parts. You never know who's going to be watching, by golly.
You know,
Now, although
after
a
what
lot
I'm
of these
seeing
cuts are
on
going,
the news, I don't know why.
yeah, behind the scenes, don't read Robbins because you know what I just said. I know what she means, but yeah, implications. Anyway, even though a lot of these cuts I'm doing go below the capacity line, I'm going ahead and cutting them since I'm in that area. And I'm just going to move across and eventually they'll all fit in.
Okay.
I knew what you meant, Robin.
Many names for a hot dog, Robin.
It's just because there are 12-year-olds in the audience, literally and figuratively. So I have to, yeah. Oh, Lord. Now, some of these whiskers, I drew them thicker than I needed to, just to be safe. But I can always cut them thinner, which is sort of what I'm doing. It depends on the area I'm cutting in. Mainly the ones up there can be thinner. There's some bugs flying around. I think it's a moth. It doesn't know that it ain't dark yet.
So how's everybody doing out there today? Nobody's talking.
Yeah.
It's too hot to talk. Yeah. I'm in a serious relationship with the air conditioner.
Yeah.
JB is in. Jerry Brown. Oh, he's just probably wants a crafter now.
Yep. He used to go by Jerry Brown on social media, and then he changed it to Jeremiah Brown because people thought he was the politician.
Oh, well, he's emulating Robin right now. So
Yep.
he's an instigator.
Yep. He does that.
Oscar Mayer. I'm not reading that.
One thing I did wrong in designing this, then again, I also wanted to stretch it to make it fit the full height of the wood, is that really the only thing holding this thing stable other than flopping around in this area here is whiskers going to the edge of the piece where the border is. But I should have gone up to here, but what can you do? Worst problems to have. So, yeah. No pattern has to be cut the way you see it. If you think the whiskers are too narrow, make them thicker, by golly.
I'm pretty sure Andy's instigating the escapes.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, Jerry, and congratulations again.
And Larry, speaking of hot dogs again.
Well, eventually people will figure out what's going to get read and what's not.
Hey, Jerry, did you go already, Jerry?
Well, she has a live
One way
stream
she
starting
knows
at
she won't.
6:30. I don't know if that's our time or hers. I don't know what her time zone is.
That's what time it is. She's in Louisiana, so it's possible she's in that time zone.
True. Yeah, she said she was
I'm
going
not
live
sure
at
where
6:30.
to get this Mississippi, where the time zones runs right down the middle
I
of it.
believe so. When I was driving to Georgia, I think that's where it split up. Just before
No, it runs
Georgia.
right down the middle of Indiana. You know,
Yeah.
well, kind of runs on an angle through Indiana. Oh, it's been a long day.
Yep. Now, due to that capacity line, yes, I could angle it and do it, but I'm going to go ahead and drill pilot holes in the areas I won't be able to reach without angling it, just, for the heck of it. You know what? I don't need to do. I can just angle the dang piece. That's what I can
You don't
do.
need to. You already got holes in them.
Yeah, but not like I have a hole here, but it goes below the capacity line, which is where this line is right here. So I would have to angle the piece to get the rest of that cut, if that makes any sense. But I'm going to go ahead and just do the ones that I can see, and then we'll eventually. Now, I didn't get the arm up high
Why are
enough.
you looking?
I went to the group hangout, and Russ stopped by before he went to go do yard work, but nobody else showed up before I left from my live. All by myself.
Oh, Mark.
To that Mark.
Mark Lindsay. Dirt everywhere. Hey, Steve was already here. Let me guess.
Yep.
Mark wants to know what your Leopard is rolling on. The ground, Mark.
I would imagine the ground, unless he's
Giant
somehow levitating.
Fish, he's rolling on his side. Come on.
Good answer. That was better than my answer.
He's on the side, right? Well, no, yours is good too, but he's rolling on the ground.
Little share.
On the ground on his side.
We're both right.
Yeah.
See, Doug and I have actually known each
Mark
other for quite a few years. We just didn't hang out that often until we started doing live stream.
Mark's apparently not impressed with our answers.
Well, it is Mark, the king of dad jokes.
He's probably got a better one, and I haven't seen him write it yet.
He's rolling in this video.
Denise is in. Hi, Denise.
Hello, Denise. I feel like I need to be closer. Now, I might drop some clamps when I do this.
Yep. Well, Mark says it's your story. Tell it however you want.
All right. Can't get the stupid camera clamp. See, Billy does it on purpose. When I do it, it's pure accident.
Billy does it on purpose.
Yeah.
I didn't hear him. I don't know what word he might have said. Maybe the device that stops water in a river.
I did not swear, I promise you.
I don't know. I didn't hear it. So
Larry does not have cancer, which is always good. Hello, Wade. Customs.
I haven't gotten to Larry yet. Stuck in a There's 3 pods, no cancer. That's a good thing.
Yep.
Robin says he'll be good. High weight.
He says that at least
Oh,
once a
Russ.
month.
Where is Russ? I didn't see Russ.
Last I saw,
The
well,
Russ
I didn't see Russ, but I saw him
I
in the
didn't see
hangout
Russ
earlier. He
either.
was going to mow.
Oh, she meant to write Robin. Typo. Oh. Robin's letting all her aliases out. Russ, Tobin, Robin, Ruben. Hey, you. Annie, would you put your puppy away? Oh. What? Thank you. That's like everybody in the world. There's everybody in the world. Yeah. What is that goofy looking thing over there, huh? No, dude. No. I'm gonna have to get a bigger thing now. The puppies are escaping.
Well, they're cuter than I am, so you got to keep them off camera. Just kidding.
Well, he's actually watching the armory or saw go up and down. He's looking at it. She's looking at it. I'm gonna have to raise a little gate over there, Andy.
You're gonna send me the prettiest one for free, right?
Good luck with that. You can talk to my wife.
Fine.
That doesn't pay my bills.
That's kind of why I need it free, because I'm not able to pay mine.
Well, I was $1,000 into it before I even knew she was pregnant. You know.
Moogly moogly.
Well,
slap
we
that
AI'd
thumb.
them, so you got paid. Go ahead.
No, I don't even remember what I was saying. Go ahead.
You said you were going to slap that thumbs up button.
Oh yeah, y'all slap that thumbs up button. Thank you.
And I was saying we had to AI those, so you got to pay a vet to go in and do all that. So they take it out of one, put it in the other one. That ain't free, you know.
Yeah. Well, I thought our friendship was enough, but okay, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Milk. Holy.
I already got a piece cut out for it, and I think all I got to do is just slide it behind that one. Oh my gosh. Oh. Now I got to go back out in the muggy.
Now, hopefully Doug won't break any of my blades today.
Yeah, I broke all kinds of little thin ones when I was using them. Then I went to a thicker one. I didn't break it at all. I wore them out.
I don't use them
where I got to
ones.
start pushing them too hard. Yeah. Well, it's not really something I probably should have been learning, you know.
Well, you just, they say go big or go home, so you were going big.
Well, you know what? I'm getting better if you look at the pictures I sent you.
By the way, here's asking for quick healing for Moon Pie.
Moon Pie? Yeah, Ken
Moon
Ken
had a jointer accident.
He had a jointer accident. He cut his fingers off in the jointer.
Well, delayed them according to him. But yeah, y'all give me y'all's well wishes or prayers.
Knuckle.
Yeah.
He told me he lost to 2 of them down to his first knuckle.
Yeah, he said, according to his video, he doesn't need surgery. He didn't show the gore. He just shows from a distance him running his fingers into it. So you can never be too
That's bad
careful. He'll
enough.
tell you. Sorry. Mark says, I got a
As you
lot
held
done
that
today.
piece of wood up.
Yeah. Mark says, I got a lot done today. My shop is as clean as it's ever been, and I'm not quite finished. Congratulations. Now come do mine. Yeah. He
Yeah.
said it
Yeah,
might be it's his dominant hand, his right hand, first two fingers. It nicked third, but bearable.
He put a small piece of wood in there and grained down, and you don't do that on joiners.
And he has the video out. It doesn't show gore, but he talks about, what he should have known better, blah, 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 blah.
You talked yourself into that.
Yeah, I did. And I say blah, 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 because you got to go watch the video. Yeah, he learned his lesson, and he knew better, blah, blah, blah. But that's, some people, just...
Accidents happen.
Yeah, accidents happen. But he does not need surgery, according to him.
He says it was running. He didn't know it. He set it down on it, and it just shot the wood out. His fingers went right down into it.
Yeah, he was wearing headphones, so he couldn't tell it was running.
Yeah, because he had set in or something.
He also procrastinated getting the protective cover that goes over the running blades, and he'll tell you all this stuff in his video. But just so y'all know, he does not show gore, and that is Moon Pie Creations, Ken Moon.
Yeah.
I believe Miter Mike had a winter accident, and he said he was scared of joiners after that. So you never know how it's going to affect you.
Oh, sure.
The stupidest thing stupidest thing in woodworking. The most absent-minded thing I ever did is I was wiping dust off a little router table, and the router was running, and I was absent-minded about it. And so I Roman OG'd my finger, but I just barely nicked it, so it just tickled a lot. That's sarcasm. Didn't I actually tickle? I don't recommend it.
All right, what do we got here? Fellow I know, Wade. Wade says the fellow I know had a table saw that he had unplugged and turned off. He used one hand of the table saw and he bent over to plug it in. Put the middle finger in too. Apparently it was on when he plugged it in.
Yeah.
I have that problem with mine sometimes. The dust gets in the switch and it doesn't allow it to stay shut off, so when you move it, it'll like kick it on, even if it's unplugged. So if you plug it in, it comes on.
Yeah, now I don't have any push sticks or grippers, which I should, because you can do dang near anything as a push stick. The only thing I really should do that I don't is when you're cutting something, you should stand slightly to the side so kickback doesn't get you. But that's the only habit I have that is a bad one when it comes to the table saw. But I always,
Yeah, I got push sticks. You know what they're made out of? It's stuff you're cutting right now.
Yeah.
No.
You can use
plywood.
Yeah, you can use dang near anything as a push stick. And I'm sure there's free patterns all over the internet.
On it. Yep.
Yeah, you just put a little notch in it, and that'll go behind the piece and push it along, by golly.
I was just saying, you got the materials right there to make one.
I've run into the tail end of a fence before, Mark. That's just me being weird, not watching where I'm walking.
Yeah, I've walked into my fence too. It sticks out.
Yep.
The handle sticks out on one side, and then the fence itself sticks out the other.
Well, it depends on where it hits, but yeah, it generally doesn't tickle.
Usually it's hitting right at your hip, you know.
Yep, or your gut. But then
I'm
again,
6
Mark,
tall.
Mark Lindsay's only like 3 feet tall, so it probably hits him in the throat. Sorry, Mark. That was a little funny, wasn't it? Sorry, Mark.
Yeah.
Every now and then I get a good one in, just throwing it out there. Had a little wiggle in this blade. That means I probably didn't center it when I put it in the clamp. That's usually what causes that.
Is that why my blade does that?
No,
Like
it's specific to the Hegner that I'm talking about. It has the clamps have a little point, and if you don't center it on that point, it'll if it's off to the side of that point a little bit, like in the slot, it will wiggle and act like loose tension, but there's not loose tension. But it makes it harder to get sharp points.
Robin says she's drilling her pilot holes, but don't you have one of those little machines to do the pilot holes with?
That would be a scroller's drill. I do. Now when I'm live. If I forget a pilot holes,
Yeah, Robin's got one too.
I have a scroller's drill, but when I'm live, all my plugs are taken up, and the scroller's drill has to be plugged in. So I use a regular hand drill. But yeah,
Hold the wood on your lap while you're drilling it.
Yeah, it scares me when John Cousins does that, but he has waste piece under it. I hang mine off the edge of this table and clamp the piece I'm drilling into place. I haven't drawn or drilled my Robin for the scroll up yet, but y'all know I'll get it done, by golly. Shaylee was tracing and drilling the day of, so it doesn't mean you're gonna lose because she won. She kicked my hind parts by 3 cuts, a minute and 42 seconds, and Shay being Shay, she she has a T-shirt saying 2022 Scroll Off Champion. Yep. And it has a picture of me next to her, and her holding a piece of freaking pizza. It's cute. I wouldn't wear it. That's just me. Yep, she has that one, and the words are hard shirt.
Words are hard. Yeah, that's funny. Sometimes she can't get the words to come out right.
She has trouble pronouncing some words. I have trouble talking in general sometimes. My tongue trips over itself.
Yes. Yeah, she has trouble pronouncing some words, and you're like, how can you say a word? But you know what? I get there. Sometimes I get words I can't get to come out.
What made that other T-shirt funny to me was the pizza in her hand. I mean, I get, being the champion and this and that, but the pizza in the hand was just like a final slap. That's funny right there. That's the kind of fun we have in this here community. I can't speak for other communities that do live streams and shows and this and that, but scrolling is fun, and so are the live streams usually. I really got to get my clamps put on the Seiko so I can start using that. So I just noticed this table is wiggling. I'm thinking it came untaped from the Hegner table under it. Hello, Mr. Combs, Steve Combs.
Stevie's here. Hi, Steve.
Alrighty then.
I was slacking, sorry.
It's all good. I already said it anyway. I'll have to reduce your paycheck from 0 to 0. Just saying.
0 to -0.
Yeah. If I was one of those YouTubers that had thousands of millions of subscribers, I'd pay my panels, but I can't.
You seem to think YouTube pays well.
No, only for people that are viral, for the most part.
YouTube doesn't in general pay well at all. It's the sponsors that you get that pay for the ads.
Well, that too. But I mean, like views and this and that. You know, some people get a decent little chunk every month. It takes me 4 or 5 months to make $100, but I'm not in this for the money.
Hey, well, I mean, it used to, but it's like the algorithm has changed. So, like, my entire channel has suffered from it because before you get comments on videos across the board. Now I only get comments on the videos I put up that week.
Yeah, my my last couple of videos didn't even break 100 views, and usually I average at least that much. But I'm also streaming on two different platforms.
Whatever the algorithm is doing, it's really nothing to everybody. And I've heard it from other makers too.
I almost want to change blades just because this one's wiggling so much. But it's rustic.
Robin thinks you should make a shirt that says you're head over heels for midnight stroller and have your cartwheel going on in it.
No.
That would have been my answer. Yeah.
We've had a whole bunch of t-shirt ideas, and only 2 people have bought t-shirts from woodenvisions.com. Just saying. We made one on Herb's behalf, the LOL t-shirt. And I have a scroll on t-shirt. Everybody needs a scroll on t-shirt. Just saying.
Denise would buy it.
Agreed. That's what me and Doug were trying to say. But that content brings the views, and the views bring the dollars. Yeah, so I mean, I may have what some people consider a lot of subscribers for scrolling. I have 7,046, I think, but my views only average out 100 views per channel, per video, and that's not me complaining. That's explaining that even when you get the higher numbers of subscribers, it doesn't guarantee anything. That you got to keep your subscribers. You might be able to bring people there, but you got to keep them there. Go ahead.
Well, even with that, across the board, like I said, my entire channel has lost the views. So I don't know if it's about what Mark's saying, because that stuff's not being promoted for anybody to see to go watch now. Not now. Anything that's in my library is in my library. It's not being put out for people to see, so I'm not getting comments on those things anymore.
Yeah, Steve Combs is saying, as a matter of fact, I'm wearing it now. Unless he got a new T-shirt, he's wearing the Dag Blabbit T-shirt, because that's what I say when I'm trying not to cuss. And he got it for his birthday one year, and you're welcome.
Dag Blabbit.
Yeah, you can make a T-shirt out of pretty much anything. I even have some that say I survived the Charles during live stream, but yeah.
Mark's hijacking your fire.
My favorite line of Wooden Visions merch is the scroll on stuff, because that's my little tagline. But I have a scroll on cap, but not a scroll on T-shirt.
Oh.
I mean, on the website I have both, but as far as what I actually have in my home is a scroll on cap.
Hoodies look nice for Canadian.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch out the blade. I don't like the wiggly. I got a lot of little moths flying around. I don't know what the deal is.
And we gotta wait for you to do that? Oh, come on. Ken McCrory?
I don't even know what Shay is saying. Yeah, Ken McCrory is one of the two people that bought a scroll-on T-shirt. There's a version with just text, and there's a version with a picture on it, and he got the version with the picture on it. Now, see how that's not lined up with the point? That's why it was wiggling.
I got you. A little off to the right.
Yeah.
There.
A little bit will mess it up, by golly. That one's on the point, but not straight, so let's find another one. Good Lord, I wasn't really paying attention, was I? That one looks good. I didn't break a blade or pull it out of the. Yeah, but whatever. If you're thirsty, go for it. Yeah, all these people talking about all the shirts they should get, and that's pricey. Even all the shirts I got would be pricey, and that's not a dig on the pricing. That's a lot of shirts. Just saying. I would be more likely to go out and get a bunch of shirts if they had pockets on them, because I'm a big fan of pocketed T-shirts. I'm just testing the tension before I put that into there. Robin says she's nervous about the scroll off. Hell, I started having got pretty close to a panic attack right before mine and Shay's. I was treating it like it was going to be on TV because we hyped it so much. But now, being one of 7 or 8 people, I'm not near as nervous. Not because I think I'll win, but because I'm just not as nervous because I've already been through it. Thank you for being here, Ken. Still getting a little bit of wiggle, but what can you do? Not as bad as the last one was.
Can't see it from my house, Charles.
Well, that's good. As far as I know, my channel, I've been posted in the scroll off group asking where people wanted to see it or if anybody specifically wanted it on their channel, and nobody's spoken up yet. So tentatively, it'll be on my channel. So you're in the right spot to know about that. So if you're not subscribed, go on do it. Click on the bell, click on the word all. You won't miss any live streams unless you're sleeping like I generally do at weird hours.
No, my dog is not spoiled.
You're welcome, Denise. Art says he's not nervous. He'll just do his best.
Yeah, ain't no reason to be nervous, Robin. You do lives all the time.
I do lives all the time, too, and I was nervous as all get out before mine and Jay's.
That's because you knew she didn't kick me up.
Hush. So sorry Doug can't stay with us. Larry says we're waiting for the scroll off. I want to see Shay win. She's not in this one.
Uh-oh.
And she's asking why there's so many holes, but as a group, people voted on the pattern they wanted. It's could have been worse on holes.
Marvelous, yeah. Oh.
Shay doesn't want to show off, is why she's not in this one. I'm kidding. I have no idea why she's not in this one.
I don't think she's a show-off.
I know. I don't think she is either. That's just my general smack talk.
She didn't smack talk you, so she actually won.
I know. It's funny, too, because when she showed me those T-shirt designs, I said, I get it. You won. Fine. I know, Steve Nealon. Yeah, they do have pocket tees. It's just they cost more. But it's not because I don't care about or support other people. It's just I got to pick my battles when it comes to money. That's what I was wondering, Mark. Can they print a logo on the pocket? I would imagine they can. Now we go through a specific website to get our stuff, and I'm pretty sure Steve researched before he picked that one, because there's, competitive stuff out there, and I'm pretty sure he checked into it. Start with woodenvisions.com, Denise.
Ow.
Matter of fact, since we're talking about it, I am going to show y'all the t-shirts and stuff we have, because I know y'all really want to know that. Shop logo products. Whoops. I don't know how to personally fix this, but the pictures aren't showing up on my shop, Steve, and I'm quite sure Steve knows why. And it may be a ball that I dropped, but there's all kinds of stuff there. Yeah. So, sorry, that was a false alarm on my part. I'll be happy to autograph if you pay for the paint pen. Okay, and then she said, just kidding. Okay, way to stroke my ego and then run off. We have to reinstall the product, Shirley. All right. I really got to change out this camera crane. I'm so sick of it moving when I don't want it to move.
Stop bumping it.
When I was trying to adjust it, and it's wooden and rickety, and it has to be clamped to hold it into place, and even that doesn't hold very much because it relies on my strength. I'm not still sharing screens, am I? No.
Nope.
Yeah, Hardnail Media even has t-shirts, I believe. 99% sure he has a t-shirt, a coffee cup, and a handful of other things. I can't remember. I haven't been there in a few days, but Hardnail Media is now revamped and shows you all the pricing, all the packages and stuff. So y'all check that out. HardnailMedia.com if you need a website. And don't forget Wooden Teddy Bear if you need scroll saw blades, specifically Flying Dutchman. If you get a gross or more, put my name Charles in the notes portion of the transaction. If you get less than a gross, put my name in the gift card /discount box. What were you going to say, Doug? Sorry.
Yappy says he's taking off at 2:30 in the morning, so have a good night, Yappy.
All right. Sleep well, sir. Yeah, that's really the only reason I don't try to go out and get a bunch of t-shirts from friends is because they don't have pockets. It sounds silly, but I know that they'll just sit there on a hanger. I know it could be about the support more than actually wearing it, but when people first started doing t-shirts and stuff, I got a few, but they just been sitting in the closet because they don't have pockets. Robin has a question. Maybe she'll share it with us. Here's hoping.
Robin has a question.
Yeah, I already read that, but thank you. Yeah.
I'm tired.
I know, I've just given you hell because that's what I do. I mean, heck, sorry, children. If you bottom feed, which is feeding the blade through the bottom of the pilot hole underneath the piece, just for those that don't know what bottom feeding or top feeding is, Robin says if you bottom feed when you make your pilot holes, and use the awl, just like an ice pick, for those who don't know. Should you poke into them from the bottom or from the top down? Well, if you bottom feed, you want to poke them from the bottom, because the using the awl is to make like a little funnel for the blade to find easier with your hand, because it wouldn't make any sense to what I call hogging out the pilot hole. It wouldn't make any sense to do it from the top with an ice pick or awl, because you're feeding from the bottom. So you hog it out on the side that you be feeding from. So if you're bottom feeding, do it from the bottom. Now let me get a scrap piece and I will give you a better visual. Now let's say, well, let's drill the pilot hole. Now, let's say that this is your, where is it? That's your pilot hole. Now, number one, the way I find a pilot hole with a blade is if I'm doing it by feel. Let's imagine you're underneath the piece with me. I have the blade kind of like this on my finger, and I'm feeling around. Actually, it's a little above my finger. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm feeling around for that blade to hit that pilot hole, and then I feed it through. Now, if the bottom of your wood is fibrous like most of mine is, that's where you get an awl or an ice pick, whatever you can find, something sharp. Do like that. It makes kind of like a little funnel, for lack of a better word. Now, although the hole itself isn't any bigger, the opening to it is bigger, and you can feel that better, and sometimes it's easier to find with the blade. So, boom, bippy, that's how you do it.
Steve apparently is the only one that was nervous about your visuals.
Go to your room, Steve.
You can get less chip off the bottom. You can also have something underneath your piece when you're drilling your pilot holes.
Yeah. By the way, Doug, if you have a way of getting closer to your mic or piping up the gain or whatever allows you to be heard better, we can hear you. It's just slightly hard to hear. It's not necessarily volume. It's yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm tired. I'm not talking real loud.
I hear you. Now, I have been known to traumatize viewers with visuals in the past. That's why we're cleaning up the channel. So go to your room, Steve Combs. Just saying. Trying to scare people. Good Lord. I'm just kidding. Alrighty then. So let me put so I keep this nearby. I don't know if this is advertised. This was one of my dad's old tools. I don't know if it's supposed to be an ice pick or an awl, but it has metal on the end. So either way, you could pop it with a hammer.
I got one like that, but it's red. And I think it was my grandfather's.
Yeah. Now, Mark is saying you can use a nail.
Yeah.
Anything with a point on it, you can use to hog out the pilot holes. Now, if it starts getting too dull, you can sharpen it. You can use either a sanding belt or a tool sharpening system, which I know Doug probably has since he turns on a lathe. I used to fiddle with the lathe. So I have a Wolverine sharpening system. Slow grinder.
I have.
Yeah, buddy. See, so we do teach every now and then on this channel. Sometimes we teach you what not to do, like volunteer to do a cartwheel.
Steve thinks that's an old-fashioned awl for sewing leather. Could be because I have the set of punches too. You hit with a hammer. You know?
Yeah, and that very well could be what that is. I don't even remember how or when I got it, but I didn't go out and buy it. So it's good to have hand-me-downs from my dad. Got hand-me-downs from his granddad, and I got hand-me-downs from my dad. Yay. But if you don't have a hand-me-downer, go to a store and get an ice pick. Saying. Or Amazon. Ice pick
Mark
are all
says-
AWL. Go ahead.
Yeah. Mark says he knows you're trying to clean up the channel, but you're not making it easy on him.
Well, that's all good, Mark. I can live with that. Come on now, that's funny.
No, I did not do a video this
See, the benefit to Robin asking that question is somebody else out there might have been too shy or might have been afraid that something would be seen as a stupid question, but people will not make fun of you for having a question. The only time a question is stupid is in the case of me asking my ex-wife to marry me. Little joke there, but yeah.
That was the first time, right?
There's a lot of things worse than that, Denise, but I can't go into them because this is a family-friendly show.
Yeah. Robin's good at asking questions.
Yeah. By the way, the pattern, y'all remember that real famous photograph called the Afghan girl? Had real piercing. Well, why don't I just show you, Dave Nibbit?
Oh, the one with the crazy blue eyes? The green
Yeah.
eyes? Yeah.
So you go to
That's National Geographic. She was on the
Mouse.
cover.
Yep. Images.google.com. By the way, this is before I worried about copyrights. I would come here. You type in whatever you're looking for. How do you spell Afghan? AFG?
AFGHAN.
Afghan girl. I guarantee it'll be the first. That's her.
Her name is Sharbat Gura.
Oh wow, that's what she looks like now.
Yeah, she's holding the magazine up and she looks like that.
Yeah. So the only reason I'm showing all this is the pattern I'm working on right now. I've already gotten the upper half just below her nose up to here. So I'm trying to make a pattern of that. But as far as looking for photos, if you're going to use Google Images just for personal reference, this is what I do. Because I like to use very large photographs, and you'll notice this one was kind of small, the 254 by 400. You go, where is it? You go over to Tools, Size, and Large. Now you'll see pictures are likely to be much bigger. So that's pixels. The other one was 200 by 400. This one's 1200 by 1800. So you open image in a new tab, and that's how big it is. Now, that's why I use large photos, because
Crazy green eyeballs.
I wish I had used this photo, because the picture I used, her hair didn't show up near as much. So I only have a little detail here and here. Crap. So I may have to restart that pattern. Yeah, but there again, I'm just doing it to do it. But yeah, so there's that. So that is how did I cuss?
Well, you said I wouldn't consider it a cuss word, but
At the risk of sounding like a butt nugget, she didn't age well, but a lot of us don't age well. I used to be pretty.
We all used to be pretty, Charles.
Yeah, so that's how you That's how you will find the largest pictures. Now, usage rights, if you're into that, but there's also a lot of websites where you can use. There's no copyright issues. Pixabay.com. There are a bunch of other ones, but this is just one to start with. You can pick up, put in any search term, and boom. Now that's, you know, coupon crap. Now let's say you
There you
click
go.
on that. Well, crap isn't a bad word. Now,
I'm not sure what is anymore. Insinuating is a bad word.
well, yeah, agreed. But you'll see there's different sizes to choose from. Now, this is huge. So if I downloaded that, I'm not a robot. Come on. Hello. Wow. Bad example. Okay, so anyway, that's how you do it. Pixabay. There's one called Pexels, Pexels, and one called Unsplash. Yeah, so there's. I feel bad that I didn't find a better picture to do that girl from, because that one showed the hair much better than the one picture I used.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently,
Art says there's 122 holes in that bird, Robin.
That robin that we're doing for the scroll off. And Shay says, Cheryl, you should call your feet happy feet. Right now they're very hurting feet. I think I tweaked them. Mark Lindsay said, I saw in an interview a couple of years ago, she had no idea how far her picture had spread and how many people fell in love with it. Yep. Graphics Fairy has some freebies, Charles. Yeah, redo the hair. Yeah, so I will be redoing the hair. But yeah, that's a pattern I'm working on. And I can't show you my results thus far because that's on my other computer. And my other computer is off right now because I turned it off for live stream. So we get a decent signal. Now, actually, I'm not sorry. Y'all learned how I find large pictures and where I find them. And what my next pattern is. So, yay. But yeah, for me personally, since I do mine on paper, the bigger the picture, the more I can zoom in and see detail. I think the reason why I used the picture I did is I found the picture on some website I wasn't even looking for, and saved the picture rather than looking for a bigger, clearer picture of it. So that's why I didn't find one with better hair detail. So there's that. But yeah, I think I got the eyes down, so that's what I was most worried about. And if you're not keeping up with woodenvisions.com, we do have some elephant themes lately, at least the last two. And before that, more wildcats, like leopards and jaguars and stuff. Wade says, because it was an iconic picture, Robin. And yeah, recognizable. Wade says, are you able to share what software you use for making patterns? Pattern Wizard. Oh, just answer. Yeah, I do mine on paper. And I use Paint Shop Pro 4, which isn't even made anymore, just to make sure the lines are connected for coloring them in to display. But yeah, I wish I could say I use such and such a panel, a program for my Magic, but nope, mine is because I can't work a mouse. And programs confuse me, so I do mine on paper because I have better control over a pen. And thank you for your question. Now, Doug keeps making me stop. See how I chunked my friends under the bus there? And the reason why I chose that is because when you say Afghan girl or the girl with the piercing eyes, 90% of your audience is going to know, at least in our generation, is going to know what you're talking about. That's why I asked, because if it's recognizable, blah, blah, blah. Art says, Charles, I could find all the pics I want, but couldn't do what you do with them. Thank you, sir. It takes practice. Larry says, Cheryl, I went to Office Depot and had your deer pick jumping over a fence to 24 inches across. It's the one in the circle, but like the one I just cut. Cool. Much obliged, much obliged. Hey, Doug, is it okay if I scroll now?
I was going to say, you scrolling down like a read.
You're right. Sorry. I do that to everybody, and I don't mean to. It's just a bad habit.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm not taking a nap right now.
See, I was afraid when I taught people how to make patterns. I say taught because I have instructional videos on my website. Good plug there, segue. Anyway, I was afraid when I did that my pattern sales would plummet, which they did anyways because people are scared of detail, and that's not at least on average, people are scared of detail or don't want to spend that long. But I was afraid when I taught people how to do it that would plummet sales. And then people like Art will tell me, yeah, but you still have to have the eye for it and blah, 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 blah. So that made me feel good that, somewhere in there is talent, not just knowing what to do, I guess. I'm not good at tooting my own horn. I'm good at tooting, though. Okay, family friendly. I ran one viewer off when I said that. Apparently they were sensitive. That doesn't feel right in my clamp, so I'm going to redo that. But yeah, Google Images is not necessarily copyright free, so that was just an example. If you're doing it for yourself, Google Images has a good variety. But you can go to Google and type in either copyright free or royalty free or whatever search term you want to use, and that's how I found Pixabay. Royalty free or copyright free photos. It's from photographers that just want to get their work out there. All the fine print is there on the website about use. Pixabay is just one of a few websites that you can get pictures from, and I love large pictures. Shay says, VRB, need to prep for tonight. What is tonight? Thursday? Oh, crap. I'm glad she said something. God almighty, man. I'm dropping the ball here lately. I don't know what day it is half the time. Hello, Christian.
Sure?
Yeah, tonight's Thursday. She goes live on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. And yeah, I can't believe it's already Thursday, but I'm glad she said something. I'd have flat forgotten. But that being said, I don't know if I would have been scrolling till 9 p.m. Central is when she goes lives when she goes live. So y'all check that out. And because I'm a terrible friend, I don't know what she's working on tonight. But by God, if you subscribe and check it out, or check it out and then subscribe if you like what you see, and then you'll know what she's working on. She doesn't just scroll. She also turns, wood burns, crafts, and all kinds of stuff. I just scroll and design. I know, Robin. I'm glad she said something, because if I had run long, I'd have felt like dirt smack.
You'd be fine.
But for a while there, I was just assuming people would understand and, growing my presence and this and that. And then you got to stop and think. it doesn't help either channel or the viewers because we tend to have somewhat the same viewers that go from live stream to live stream. If you overlap too many people, it hurts your channel and your analytics if you're into that. And it also makes people have to choose what they want to watch. And so if you just try to schedule around each other, that's better for the community and the channels and this and that. And I realize that. So yes, I want to grow, but I don't want to prevent other people from growing. Not that I'm preventing anybody from growing. You know what I mean. Don't make me use words. This is only like the second live, Jerry, so go to your room. But it may end up being 15 lives. I didn't really do anything, Robin, but thanks for asking. She's asking what I did for my birthday. Wes and his fiance came over and delivered my stack of wood there. That stack is now about this thick instead of this thick, which is where it was headed. That's, the stack itself is, it's about this thick now.
$500 later?
$530, $575 later. $530 before tax. I know, Jerry. But I've actually been teaching on this live stream. That and babbling, but I prefer teaching. It sounds more professional.
Well, you invited me here and I wouldn't mind much refrigerator.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of doing that. Russ and Herb will tell you the same thing. And I don't know why I can't break that habit. I'm sorry, Doug. Earn your money, mister.
I mean, we were done with this Jerry's question, right? Or he was just estimating how long it's taken so far. We're good. We're all there, right?
Yep, I think we're caught up, by God.
Okay.
You can go back to napping if you took it.
I was working on nodding off.
Well, I won't wake you up if you fall asleep. I'll just go back to reading comments.
People take pictures.
And when I read comments, it's not because I'm upset with the panel or don't think they can do it. It's just pure habit from the times when I was by myself. And I also don't require panel members to read the comments. It's just a good benefit.
Oh, yeah.
And all that yawning, I almost feel like I better watch the comments.
Oh, man, that heat just kicked my butt today.
I hear you. It's starting to look like a leopard. Eventually, we're going to get there. There's a little bit of detail in this face, though. Y'all probably sensed that when you looked at it.
Jerry said you like to hear yourself talk.
Go to your room, Jerry. I don't like dead air, but it's not necessarily my talking I want to hear. Hush.
There are a few things worse than waiting on someone to send you a message. She said.
I almost read that comment and said, wait a minute, Doug's here.
I didn't hear you say that at all. You thought it. Whew. Go out and close up my greenhouse, grab me a shower, and I'm afraid I'm not going to make it live. I don't think I'm almost over that long.
You're a terrible friend, Doug. Why
I am
not?
too. Like I've been up since 6-ish. Well,
You're supposed to set your alarm to Shay's live. Just saying. I have room to talk half the time. I go to sleep right after my lives.
I tried the other night. I was going on. I just didn't make it.
I hear you. I've been there. I support people, but I suck at proving it because, life and sleep.
Well, no, my biggest problem is I still think I'm 30, but my body's telling me otherwise.
Yeah, mentally, I'm in my 20s, if not teens.
Yeah, I'm in my 30s.
Physically, I'm in my 90s.
I go out there and try it. And I was like, come on, dummy. It's too hot. You're old. And you're, 50 pounds overweight.
I'm gonna let you read Mark's comment because I don't want to get slapped.
Mark said, yeah, I said that one. So,
Oh.
must be rough being that old. Yeah, I know you're older than us, Mark.
You're only as old as you feel. Well, in that
I
case,
feel a lot
take it.
younger. It's just the rest of me is telling me otherwise. I still think, oh, I can do that, I can do this, and I can do that. And then I try. And that's about all I did was try.
Sometimes I find myself, even though I know the heat's bad and this and that, it's that desire to get something done that makes you push through it. And then usually you feel it later.
Well, I got to make a temporary dog kennel.
Yeah, it's necessity.
Right. So I got to get that project done. So I was standing out there in the heat, roasting, trying to get dog panels up or kennel panels up so that I have a run outside for the dogs. And now I got to cut a hole in the wall and put a single kennel inside so that we can move some dogs into it and move some of these puppies outside, because once they start eating food, the mamas don't clean up after them no more, and it stinks. You know? And that's why I'm like, those guys are escaping. That's not good. So, and then we're also trying to lay concrete. So I got a cement mixer. I'm going to have to do that. And I have to get the concrete laid so that I can get those kennels in on both sides. You know, and like we got to go to Missouri the second week of July to pick up 4 dogs and drop off 2.
Good lordy. I like here late. It takes me about an hour and a half, 2 hours to mow my property with a zero turn. It's much more fun, but I do it as soon as it's daylight and the dew burns off. And there has been dew lately, but yeah, I do that to beat the heat and the humidity.
Yeah, Mark says that's a trick to get played on all of us. You get your entire life to learn a bunch of fancy stuff you can't do when you get older.
Yeah. I actually get upset when I'm done mowing because I love using a zero turn mower. I never dreamed I'd ever be able to get one. But I sold a whole bunch of skulls, longhorn skulls, to get it, and thank God.
See, one, I thought she must have done it. Did she do a woolly longhorn or something like that?
I have no idea.
I thought it was one of yours. I couldn't find it, so I think maybe Shade did it.
I don't have a woolly. I have longhorns, but not woolly ones.
There was a woolly one, and I think maybe Shade did it.
What is the technical term for those woolly ones? I don't think they're called woolly longhorns. Now, if you go to Pixabay and look up longhorn, that'll be one of the results, is one of those woolly ones. I don't know what they're called, though.
What? Oh, yeah? No. They are called woolly longhorn.
Well, that made too much sense. I never heard the term woolly longhorn, but I guess it's because...
Hang on, I'm looking for it. The Highland or the Scottish breed. I'm guessing it's called the Highland.
Yeah, Highland. That's what it is.
Yeah. The Scottish breed of rustic cattle. It's a Hamitic longhorn. That's my dog name. Oh, no.
Robin, trying to be a comedian, says Woolly Wonka. Mark says, good garage band name, the Woolly Longhorns. Sure. I know I've said this on past live streams, but I haven't done it yet. This may be one of those projects I will work on behind the scenes too, so that we don't have to have 80 long live streams. You all see it done.
Good garage band name, Woolly Longhorn. There's a lot of money in those longhorns. My neighbor down the road has them. Quit his job, and that's all he's doing. Buying and selling longhorns.
I'm mainly into longhorn skulls, but that's because that's a passion of mine. But especially the horns. I love messing with the horns, but I can't afford to just go out and get them anymore because my income went to crap. Steve C says, I'll bet they don't get any groupies, mini groupies. Sorry, Doug, that was your job.
It hadn't popped up yet.
All right, then that's why. I just looked over and I just saw it hanging there.
Yeah, you started reading right as it came up. So
Now, I know this is not 2 hours or more like it usually is, but I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. But y'all make sure you check out Midnight Scroll Her. Not Midnight Scroller, it's Midnight Scroll Her. She'll be live at 9 p.m. Central. And weather has been preventing it here lately. And while Doug has a conniption over there, I'm going to point out, don't forget about the 15% off. Go to woodenteddybear.com. And if you get less than a gross, less than 12 dozen, this is Flying Dutchman blades only, you can get them for 15% off if you go to I already said that, woodenteddybear.com. Sorry, I'm falling asleep too. Hello, John Nave. Sorry for the bad timing.
Hi, John. Hi, John.
See, I got distracted. That's why I have to look away. If you get less than a gross at woodenteddybear.com, put in the name Charles in the gift card / discount box, and you'll get 15% off. And if you get a gross or more, to get 15% off, you put Charles in the notes portion of that transaction. And also, if you need a website, their revamped website shows you all the pricing, all the packages they offer. Y'all check them out, and appreciate everybody taking the time to be here, as well as Doug when he's able to stay awake.
I'm still awake. I didn't pass out.
Goodbyes are hard, Robin. It's just because I appreciate everybody taking the time to be here. And the reason why Doug was throwing the conniption trying to do all the pointing of the cameras, because at the end we always go, scroll along.